Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Luis. I'm gonna be trying to make an attempt to talk about my oral requirement final. Today's prompt that I chose is number one, about an experience of an immigrant coming to the U.S. The kind of sir that I interviewed was a guy, and his name that I'm gonna be referring to him as is King Ranch. We're just gonna be talking about his life and how his experience was coming over here, the values of a Northern American living in the United States now, and what he does and the conflicts that happen, or he tries to avoid, or he even tries to adapt into mainstream America. So, the first thing we're gonna do is talk about King Ranch's, personal life in Mexico. He was born there in Morelia. He said that he experienced quite a bit of rocky life, and he was a gangbanger, I believe, and he tried to get out of there as soon as he could. This was at like an early age of 15. After 15 or 14, he crossed over to the border where he had transportation, where he had a brother already in the U.S. Um, he was third amongst the oldest, and uh, and he had to come over here because his brother was already here. His brother already had a house. He had to come over here, and he quickly tried to find a job. He stayed at his brother's house for quite a good time. He found like it was like maybe landscaping job. I believe he landscaped with a couple guys. After that, he was able to find a white woman and get into a relationship with a white woman. And he quickly learned that one thing was really important was learning the language English. After he learned the language English, he quickly adapted to mainstream America, and everything just started opening up to him, new opportunities, stuff like that. He quickly started life there, a family. He had two kids before the age of 20. He quickly just started to, live his life. He built early on. They had gotten an apartment, I believe, and they were living comfortably. So he ended up marrying her, I believe, too. And after a while, he got his residency, or he became a resident. And before he knew it, they had split apart between his mistress and him. He ended up dating someone else and finding someone else. And one thing that just always kept him out of trouble was just sticking to himself and being independent. And he realized that that's important. Being independent within a country, and trying not to avoid as much attention is gonna be the better for you, And so this new woman, they ended up having one kid, and he just leveled up. At this point, he was working. I believe he was working in some kind of office. He had learned the language pretty good. His life was way better, and everything was just going smooth for him. His values that he's seen of being independent, not showing too much attention to everybody, just trying to find his rhythm, trying to prioritize a purpose in life, and that was, his creating his family, creating a new opportunity to be here in life. That's all he really told me. I mean, it was pretty cool talking to him. I know I have this badge here, this bandera. But I mean, I still believe that the conflicts and values are still to this day is the same thing. Just stick to yourself. Try not to bring too much attention to yourself. We're in this country for a reason. We're always trying to work. We're trying to work. We're trying to work towards a goal. We're trying to just work towards the American dream. I think that's one thing that he really liked, the purpose. He really tried to kind of say. I didn't think he knew the word, but the American dream. And I think that's everyone's goal. The American dream in life is to just have a family here, live comfortably, or just live on earth that gives you more opportunities, or live in a country that gives you more opportunities and doesn't, you know, down the street and you're gonna be in a gangbang and you could probably lose your life. No, it just doesn't work like that. So I'm pretty sure he was pretty grateful. I was really grateful to interview him. I think it was a really good experience. A lot of immigrants experience the same thing. They start year young, have a job, have a family quickly on, like early on. A lot of people my age are like 18, 19, and their moms are like 35, 30, 36 or whatever. Like they had those kids early on, like at 18 or 17. I think that was the main goal back then, is just start a family, live comfortably, make money, and call it a day. Just come home and just live in the country of the live in the country of the free is what they would call it. So I think that's cool.